Nikki Haley, who got the biggest bounce after last week's Republican debate, has now come out with her plan to make sure that not a single person under the age of 60 in the United States would even consider ever voting for her, possibly even turning them off altogether from the Republican Party itself. And that plan from Nikki Haley is much like the plan from the rest of the Republican Party. Let's screw over Social Security. An issue that has never polled well for Republicans and has caused lots of divisions within the Republican Party for the last year. And Nikki Haley decided, hey, you know that issue that has been a political loser for us? I'm going to embrace it because I don't know what I'm doing. Here's what Nikki Haley said in a recent interview. Any candidate that says they're not going to touch entitlements means they're basically going to go into office and then leave America bankrupt. Social Security is going to go bankrupt in 10 years. Medicare is going to go bankrupt in 8. So the way we deal with it is we don't touch anyone's retirement or anyone who has been promised in, but we go to people like my kids in their 20s and when they're coming into the system and we say the rules have changed. I think we have to do the numbers. We've got to figure out what it is, but we do know is 65 is way too low and we need to increase that. We need to do it according to life expectancy. Life expectancy for Americans over the last couple years has actually gone down. Like we were on decades long, like you're going to live longer, live longer, live longer. And then a couple years ago, mostly due to COVID, life expectancy in our country, not other places, they didn't have the same kind of drop we did. Life expectancy went down. So you may want to adjust your talking points accordingly because you're using information that has now been outdated for many years. So you can make all the arguments you want that, hey, people are living longer. Statistically, no, we're not. We're actually not living as long as they had been. So are you now going to come out and say, let's lower Social Security age to 63, to maybe down to 60, since we're not living as long anymore? Nobody wants to be told that once you go to work, you're out of high school and you get a job, or you're out of college and you get a job. Nobody at that point wants to say, oh, by the way, you're going to be doing that to the day you die. Nobody wants to hear that. We want to work. We want to put in our time, and then we want to enjoy our golden years. But Nikki Haley is telling us, no, we're going to add a couple more years onto your sentence. We're going to make you work even more because Social Security is going bankrupt. I've been in this game long enough to have heard this talking point cycle after cycle after cycle. Comes back up every few years. I remember the big scare in the Bush years. We talked about it here at Ring of Fire. We got to privatize it because Social Security's got to go bankrupt tomorrow. If we don't privatize it and give all that money to Wall Street, they'll make it back and we'll all be rich in retirement, but it's going to go bankrupt if we don't do something now. It didn't. We didn't do anything and it didn't go bankrupt. They did the same thing in the Obama years. You got 8 years. You got 8 years and the whole thing's going to go bankrupt. You got to fix it. You got to fix it. We didn't do anything. It didn't go bankrupt. It's almost as if all these people are being completely dishonest, trying to score political points to screw over one of the most successful programs in the history of the United States government. Now, I'm not saying there's not issues with Social Security, absolutely. But these people think that screwing over the younger generations, my generation, you think that's going to work out for you politically? There is literally no reason for anyone in this country to vote Republican. If you're telling all of us, hey, we're adding years onto your sentence, because let's look at work as basically a sentence that we have to serve before we can retire, why would we support that? Why are you not going to the very obvious solutions like, okay, if Social Security is in fact running out of money, then how about we go forward with the payroll tax? Let's stop exempting income over a certain amount. Because if you make over a certain amount of money, I forget what the number is, let's say $200,000, anything over $200,000 that you make isn't taxed for Social Security. We can shore up Social Security today if we just stop doing that. Every amount you make, any amount, all of it is taxed for Social Security. Boom, problem solved. But that's a common sense solution. It's a common sense solution that, of course, requires taxing millionaires and billionaires, and Republicans will never go for it, so they would rather screw over the younger generations, forgetting that, oh yeah, you kind of need those people to vote for you, and I don't think they're going to when you tell them you're just going to have to work until you die, because we'd rather have that happen, rather have you drop dead on the assembly line than have to raise taxes on our millionaire friends. Ridiculous. There is no reason for anyone of any age to ever vote for a Republican, and that is kind of what they're telling us. They're telling us, I am not going to help you. I'm going to help the billionaire class. I'm going to help the top 1%, and I'm going to screw you over in the process. How anyone can hear that message and still say, I'm going to vote for you, continues to this day to blow my mind. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.